What's good, y'all? Out famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now this is all about that Maino and that Troy Ave and that tax stone that's going on out there on the internet, you heard? And this is my take on it. I was trying to let it all go by because, I ain't really want to talk about the dude, you know what I'm saying? But to me, Maino be clout chasing, you heard? Maino be clout chasing, B, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I remember when the incident happened in Irving Plaza, right? I remember first the reports was Maino was into something. I don't think they were saying who he was into it with. I just think that they were saying that Maino was into problems into Irving Plaza. That was the first reports. Then Maino and Uncle Murder, they used that shooting and their names being caught up in the middle of it as a like a promotioning scheme, you heard? Because after that they went around, you know what I'm saying, trying to big up they mixtape or whatever they came out with, they was coming out with, but all the questions was circulating was about Irving Plaza, and they was eating it up. They was like, yo, this, yo, that. We we didn't see nothing, and this and that and this. They made sure that they ain't say nothing, you heard, to hurt their credibility as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And they made sure they stayed out of it, you heard? But at the end of the day, it didn't take Maino no time for using that as clout, as going on the Breakfast Club, going on them little radio stops, you heard, talking about what happened in Irving Plaza, which they was talking about, but they wasn't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? They was just using that as clout, you heard? And I'm not saying they was using it as clout, because the record stations and all that was asking them questions, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to that, knowing that they couldn't answer it. They could have answered it, but they knowing that these dudes ain't gonna answer it, you know what I'm saying? Because these dudes on that street shit, you know what I'm saying? So basically, they used it as a marketing tool to promote their mixtape, him and Uncle Murder. I remember that vividly. And now you got Maino, he got the song High Hater, he got the joint Rumors, you know what I'm saying? And Rumors, he took a shot at Cam in them, you heard? Freaky Zeke in them, you heard? Then you fast forward 15 years later, almost 20 years later, he got an album with Jim Jones, you heard? So that lets you know. And I ain't see Cameron or Freaky Zeke to have anything to do with that project, but that's, you know what I'm saying, Jim Jones and him started out with having problems. He claimed that he ran into Jim Jones 100 deep in Atlanta, and then all of a sudden they cool like that. That's on them, you heard? Now, the Young Berg situation. He said he slapped up Young Berg, right? Or they say he slapped up Young Berg, or whatever he did to Young Berg. Young Berg, first of all, Young Berg is a little guy, you heard? Young Berg is a little guy, you know what I'm saying? And it don't take nothing to slap up Young Berg. It don't take nothing to throw him in the yoke. It don't take nothing to punch him in the face. It don't take nothing to kick him in the ass, you heard? But he's supposed to have smacked up Young Berg, and he claimed that he did this because of his own reasons and all that, but I don't think it was because of that. I think the reason why he slapped up Young Berg, because Young Berg had the hottest song had the hottest songs out there. He had the #1 songs out there, you heard? And you had dudes like T-Pain and a whole bunch of other cats that had hit songs on the radio that couldn't get past Young Berg's songs. You heard? That joint, The Business and all that? Yeah, they couldn't get past the songs. Go back to it, you'll see that Young Berg was #1. You heard? His songs was #1. And he was running around with his swag. He was writing mad songs, producing stuff. So dudes was hating on him. So if anybody know anything about The Business, You either gonna get on by somebody putting you on or you Deboing. And Maino used that as a way to get in there with certain artists. You heard? Don't Maino got a song with T-Pain? I gotta check that out. I think Maino got a song with T-Pain. But if y'all really look at it, I know the game because I was paying attention to music back then. Young Berg, when he had The Business and all them joints on the radio, his song was the #1 song in the country. It was either the #1 song or becoming the #1 song. And you had dudes like T-Pain and them dudes, they wanted #1 spots. They wanted all the #1 spots. So basically, they had to get that dude out the way. You know what I'm saying? And they got him out the way. They got him out the way. That's my word. Once it was out there that Maino smacked him up and this and that and that and this, why you think that stuff happened with him in the chain? Bad publicity on yourself is going to get you, all right? Bad publicity is going to get people on your tail. Them people that be at the top in the music game, they look at the goons or the dudes at the bottom of the game that's trying to get on, and they use them for what they worth. I'm telling you the business. I'm telling you the business. You heard? So Maino just ain't slapped Young Berg for this and for that. He slapped Young Berg to get in the game, to get in there musically with certain artists. You heard? Because right after that, or right before that, he had a song with T-Pain. And I'm telling y'all, Young Berg was #1 around the country. He had like 2 songs #1. Check on it. I'm telling you. You'll see that I'm right. So a lot of things that Maino be doing, he be doing it for clout. He be doing it to stay out there in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? It's just obvious as a duck. Now, the Irving Plaza incident, you heard? Remember, after it happened, him and Uncle Murder went around going to radio stations and they were saying that they ain't see nothing, they don't got nothing to do with nothing or nothing. You heard? Boom, boom, boom. They ain't writing no statements or nothing, right? So now, 7 years later, you heard? Troy Ave get on stand. Taxstone get found guilty of manslaughter and shooting Maino ex-girlfriend, Troy Ave, Banger, and somebody else. You heard? Now, all of a sudden, Maino get on the radio station once again, and he says, "Oh, yo, I'm Angela Lee, his friend." You heard? You know what I'm saying? She asked him, "Yo, you know what's going on with the Troy? You know, oh, I don't like how the narrative is being painted. You know, dudes went in there and then go down the way that they wanted it to go down." That sound crazy, man. That sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? After a person found guilty, now you want. I understand that after the case is over, you gonna say something, but why you gonna say that? Because that's what you feel. You know what I'm saying? So you seen Troy Ave get on the stand, testify, make all these songs talking about he winning. You heard? So I guess that was bothering you. Instead of you just coming out saying, "Yo, man, why you coming out moving around with all this, like you winning and all this and that. You come out talking about, yo, niggas brought that energy in there, and basically, you heard it didn't go the way that they wanted it to go." Come on, man. And then when Troy Ave say something back to you, talking about you ran out your shoes, you go, "Oh," you come back with some chain, talking about it's Troy Ave chain and it's fake. And it ain't work out good for you, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody see through that. It's all clout chasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, who will come out, even if he did say something back to you, who would come out with a chain talking about it's fake and you held it for 7 years? But this is how these people get down out there, and this is why New York is losing, man. You heard? And bring the old New York back, B. The old New York, man. You heard? With less clout chasing, man. When rappers didn't care about getting on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Rappers didn't care about getting on, you heard? But all these New York rappers, they want to get on so they can act like they better than everybody else. And I'm not just talking about Maino, I'm talking about a lot of them New York rappers, you heard? You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them New York rappers them niggas turned into dick rider clown ass niggas, you heard? And that's why niggas is out the game, man. And I don't feel sorry for a lot of y'all New York rappers, B. I don't, man. You heard? I'm rooting for the underground New York rappers, the on-the-come-up New York rappers. But all y'all New York rappers that been in the game for 10, 20, 30 years, holding dudes back, who y'all put on? Who is on right now because of y'all? Who? Nobody, man. So I ain't listening to no rappers from New York. None. You heard? And it ain't just Maino and them. None of them rappers from New York. I'm not listening to none of y'all guys, B. You heard? Until y'all show me some authenticity, B. You heard? Till y'all show me some authenticity, B. Rest in peace to my man DMX, man. One of the realest out, man. You heard? We need real rappers, man. You heard? Rest in peace, Black Rob, man. You heard? We need real rappers, man. Rest in peace, Tupac, Biggie. We need real rappers, man. For real, man. You heard? Damn, man. Damn.